Hey guys. Sorry about that. Don't mind me. I was just kind of staring off into the distance, just kind of thinking about life, you know? Um, and I just can't help but think about this new thing I have to show you guys. So, if you've seen my recent video about the teleporting relay system that I've created, I told you there's a little fun thing that relates to that system that you can do now because of it. Well, here it goes. So look at that. Here we are in the overworld. That's right, everyone. No matter where you fall into the void in any dimension, you will end up back wherever you decide. You can choose what dimension you appear in. I think I like having people up here in the overworld, and it's very simple. And again, this uses that relay system that I just showed you guys in the previous video. So here, woo, and there we go. Once you fall out of the void, you are back here. So I love this. I think it's super cool. I'm a big fan of it. And it's very simple. And let's get to the code, shall we? So I'm going to switch to my creative game mode here. And this is it. Technically, you don't really need that. So technically, it's only 3 commands, like this. And I've had plans to show you guys this for a long time now, and I apologize for not getting this out like over a month ago. I created all this teleporting stuff over a month ago. Okay, so what's cool here is, you can just jump right into the void, and you're A-okay. So repeat unconditional needs redstone, or you can have it set to always active. Usually I would just have it set to always active, but because of my previous testing, I just wanted to turn it on and off. But I would probably keep it to always active. And here's the command. So what you need to do is, again, you should probably watch my teleporting video because this is based on that same principle. I'm not going to go over it into too much detail in this video, but I will say that you have to have a armor stand renamed to a particular relay to teleport that player to that relay. So if you want the player to teleport to the overworld or to the nether, wherever you want them to teleport to, you have to place an armor stand into that dimension. Make sure it's in an always loaded area, such as a ticking area, and then you have to target that specifically named armor stand. So I've been using nether relay for nether, of course, end relay for the end, and OW for overworld relay in the overworld. So you want to type this exact command, just like that. So basically, it's going to detect a player who is -1. So they're below the lowest level that you can go, and they're outside the map there, and they've just entered the void, and then they will be teleported to the relay that you've chosen. And once they teleport, so you want to do chain conditional always active, and once they teleport to that relay, you want to teleport the nearest player to the relay to the location you want them to teleport to. So in this case, you want them to teleport probably in the sky so they fall. So it's very, very easy to get those coordinates. Literally, all you have to do is anywhere you want them to fall. So I would pick your spawn location area. But say this spawn right here, just enter your coordinates as they are, -47, 4, -19 in this case, and change the 4 to 250, which is like the ceiling height of Minecraft. So change it to 250, and you'll teleport into this you'll start in the sky, falling down. So once you have that location, I entered a facing. My intention here was I wanted to make it so you were facing straight down when you automatically when you teleported. Unfortunately, I found out that that's not possible. It only lets you tilt like this many, this much or so. Like you have a certain range of motion that you can tilt from. And so you do teleport starting looking down like this, not all the way like I wanted. So, but it's better than nothing. You don't have to do the facing. That's entirely optional. And you would have to put another coordinate. This is a coordinate that's just way below the 250. Again, it wasn't looking as far down as I wanted. So you don't really have to use facing if you don't want to. You can just leave this part out. And now we need to apply resistance, so chain conditional always active. And so now we're going to target the player who's in the location that they just teleported to. So in this case, as you can see, this is a player who just teleported to the location where they're now in at 250 blocks up. They're now falling from the sky. So you want to target anyone who's in 10 blocks of this, so which would definitely that will definitely target the player who just teleported. And then you want to add resistance to them for 8 seconds. 8 seconds is technically maybe a second or two more than you need, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And technically speaking, if you were lower than 4 on the y-axis, then you'd want that extra time anyway. So if you were like down to like 1 or 2, then that extra seconds will help out a bit. And yes, and then you want to set it to true so you don't have any particle effects. And let's see, 10 is the only power that you needed. Like I tested 10. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to go higher than that, but you don't take any damage with just even 10 alone. So you can just leave it as 10. And that's it for the resistance. Now, you can also do this if you want to. This is, again, entirely optional. If you wanted to, you can stack these 2 commits onto the end. You can basically make it so that you instantly heal when you jump into a void. So if you had any damage previously, you will instantly be healed with this. So literally, you'll have 1 second of instant health added to you at the power level of 250, which is like the maximum. So yeah, you basically instantly get healed. And then you can also, if you choose to, add saturation to yourself. And what saturation is, that's the hunger bar. So you can also make it so your hunger instantly replenishes. Now this one, if you want, you can, this is 1 second right here. It applies for 1 second. If you want, you can even make this apply for, I don't know, you can make it apply for like 15 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever you want. So that way you can sprint around after without having to worry about running, having your food go down at all. That's really not necessary. That's just kind of some fun quality of life stuff you could do. It has absolutely nothing to do with the system, really. Like, these are just, I want to be fully healed, and there you go. So if you wanted, you would just literally just take these and add them onto the end. Again, you really don't have to. The resistance you'll never die. From the resistance will make sure you won't die. So there's basically there's no way you'll die from doing this. But if you want to be instantly healed and have your saturation maxed out right away as well, you can do that for fun. So that is up to you, and here's what that would look like, obviously. So if I'm not damaged, I'm not hurt right now, but if I was hurt, yeah, you would see I would instantly heal. See, well, I already instantly healed, see that? I took like 2 hearts of damage when I teleported, when I went to the void, and I instantly shrugged off the damage by instantly healing. So that's what that would look like. And whoa, what's just going on? Here we are, using my teleporting mechanics that I showed you in the previous video. We're back in the end, and we can once again jump off of the world. Goodbye. And here we are again. So it works seamlessly, it's very flawless, it's very smooth in its execution, and I'm very proud of it. I've been waiting to show you guys this for a while. This is something I think is super cool, and I'm totally going to be using this in my server. There's very rarely an opportunity for a player to actually fall into the void in the real world, unless a mod was to do that, or you did some weird stuff to get rid of Bedrock. But this is something that I think is cool to use as a mechanic in the end, as a fast travel way to get home. Rather than having to do anything else, you just jump into the void and you're home. So let me know what you guys think of this. I'm pretty excited to show you guys this. This is pretty awesome in my opinion. I think this is so cool. So thanks for watching. Please comment, share, like, and subscribe, and have a nice day.